Support and resistance. What is it? How do we use it? Should we even care about it? All those topics and more in this video. All right, welcome back. So, like I said, topic today, support and resistance. What is it? Well, simply put, they're horizontal lines we draw on the chart. They are, however, strategically placed. You'll be looking for places where price had a significant move off of, and not just one time, multiple times in the past. So at that price range, you can see that, clearly there was some buying or selling pressure. So basically, yeah, you just look at the chart. Support would be underneath price. Resistance is above price. Should we care about them? We definitely should. Support and resistance, probably one of the more underrated technical analysis tools. Very simple to draw on the chart, but very powerful if done correctly. So let's get into a chart. We'll take a look. We'll draw some lines and can explain this a little bit better. So here we have the Aussie dollar on the daily chart. As you can see, we are currently in a downtrend. And now let's plot some support and resistance lines. So if we take our line tool here, we can draw a line through there. As you can see, we had support, kind of broke through here, but it did go up. We had resistance here, and then price fell. All right. Next, we'll come down to this level. We'll draw a line there. So this was support. As you can see, price bounced up, hit our resistance, fell through support, came back, tested that same level, which now turned into resistance. So very, very simple. Just plotting lines on the chart for now. All right. So now again, price broke through that support that we had before. Hit this new level. We bounced off of it. So that's going to be significant. Bounced off, hit our previous support again, acting as resistance, and fell strongly again. So we'll just keep doing this until we have our chart plotted out.
Look, never let them tell you you can't do it. Hard times, but you're gonna get through it. I promise you, cause I've been there. Got up and I put my mind to it. They told me no, but I told them yes. And I used to feel all alone, so depressed. But I fought back, now I smile again. If I ever fail, I'ma just try.
All right, so that's that. So as you can see, we had support here, support, resistance, support, support, resistance. Here we had a nice range bouncing back and forth from support to resistance. Finally broke through, retested it. But one thing you may notice, these levels are not perfect. Price did come through them multiple times. Right here was a big one. Right here, you would have probably got stopped out. So yeah, of course, they are not perfect. No indicator is. However, there is a way to make these a little bit better. What we're going to do, we're going to clear this chart. And we're going to show you something here. All right, so now that we got a nice clear chart, same exact one, instead of using lines, as specific price points where we want price to drop from, we're going to use zones. So we're going to take our little box rectangle tool here. We're going to draw. So we're going to take this level here, right here. We're going to take this. So we're going to take all that. And as you can see, price came up, and we were looking for an entry in this zone. We weren't looking for it to drop off at that exact price point, but we were looking for something in this area. Now, we'll move down to our next one. Grab that, drag that across. And now again, if we would have entered right at the bottom, let's see what would have happened here. Price would have came above us. Who knows if we would have been stopped out there. I would hope you don't have a stop loss that tight, but you never know. So we'll continue plotting these and get back to this in a minute. Okay, now that we got all these plotted out here, we can compare the two charts. So here we have our original, just basic support lines, resistance lines. You know, they look okay on this chart. Not every chart is this clean. This is actually very nice, to be honest. Some charts are not as nice as this. But anyway, that's besides the fact. We will now look at these and determine which is better to trade off of. So here you can see, if we were looking to trade off this, let's say we were looking at the 1 hour chart and it gave us a signal because we did get a little wick up here, right? So let's say on the 1 hour chart, we got a signal to go long. Well, we would have got stopped out. Here, we would have known that the zone was a little bit farther because we had this whole wick in our zone. So we would have known, you know, maybe put my stop loss a little bit farther. You know, we would have thought of something else to make sure we didn't get taken out at this level if we were planning to go long. Truly, shouldn't really be going long because this is a downtrend. We had a high here, low here, high here. But anyway, that's for another video. That is a little bit more advanced than your basic support and resistance. We will talk about that in another video. But anyway, let's compare this one here. So because we used these lows, we used these wicks, that wick, we had our zone a little bit higher. This one went above that level. So this one gave us a little bit better area to work with. This one as well. This one came right through the level. This here, our wicks still came through. However, at least our bodies are within the zone. So basically what we do, we use these as zones. We're not trading them directly off that level. We're looking for a reason to enter in these levels. So just because price is there doesn't mean you need to get in. You wait, maybe drop down to a lower time frame. If you see, like maybe on an hourly chart, this is a double top. So maybe this first one, you didn't enter yet because you didn't really get a signal. But then it came down and gave you a double top. And actually, let's check out the hourly chart on that. Let's take a look. All right, so we got our chart up here. So this is a 4-hour chart here. As you can see, this is that same level. So we still came through it. However, we did get a double top, just like I thought we would. So this is a pattern that we'll talk about a little bit later, but this is an entry reason that you could look at. And if we were to tighten up the zone based on these previous levels, we could actually work it up around there somewhere. This is the bottom. You know, we had lots of touches in here. And if we drag that over, right at the top. So I wasn't even looking at over here before, right? I didn't notice this, but just so happens we're right at the top of it. So there's our double top. We entered, caught a nice move down. So that's just one of the many reasons why we use zones. Here's a double bottom, a nice move up. Let's plot this down at the bottom. We may have entered right here. We would have seen this. We would have seen this here. We would have tried to enter short, possibly off this one candle because it's a nice bearish candle. Yeah, we would have been stopped out 100%. Our position would have been down there. Stop loss, let's say 50 pips, targeting that range down there. And yep, definitely would have been stopped out. So now our new position, we would have entered here. We would have had our valley, our double top, broke it, entered. We would have targeted this zone, took partial profits, let the rest run, and yeah, we would have got a lot there. That would have been over 600 pips. So that is why we use zones rather than specific lines. Avoid losses like this one that we would have incurred right there. That is the main reason we use zones rather than lines. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you gained anything from it, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel. I will be releasing a lot more content that can hopefully benefit you in your trading and your new career. If you've already been trading for a while, hopefully this gets you into that profitability stage where you consistently make money using the little tricks and tips that I've learned over the couple of years that I've been trading. So hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.